Hello, AVID, and welcome to another week. So, the plan for this week is our usual note check, tutorial, and agenda check. The tutorial, we did a great practice and trial run last week. This week, it's going to be asynchronous. So, today, make sure you go on, double check to make sure if you are the leader or not. You'll be able to see that in the assignment itself. And from there, you'll be able to make your posts, ask your questions, answer your questions over the course of the week so that by Friday, you guys will be able to guess what the word or topic is. Or if you're stumped, also more than all right, because the real practice and goal is to ask those good questions. The content that we're learning this week is going to be about writing SMART goals. And so I have a video here that's the primary resource for writing your notes and seeing what the SMART goals are actually all about. So if you've done them before, that's great. If not, this will be a great introduction. But then here's a more detailed example. And what I wanted to provide for you guys is a real example that's actually been used in real life. So SMART goals is not a thing that AVID invented. It's not a thing that's been made up for this class or for school. It's a thing that's been employed by companies, by organizations, by groups, by people ever since the 1980s. And so this detailed example is actually an example from the University of California from 2016-2017 year. And this was used based on my research in their business program as part of informing their students, that college students, how to build their business, how to be a good manager and how to be a good boss. And so as you read through this, you're going to see a lot of references to that. My primary objective for you guys is to write notes about the SMART goals themselves and the elements that apply to you. And so pulling out the details that are important to you about that. I do not want you to try to read through this document and try to analyze all the business elements. I really want you guys to focus on the intent of the SMART goal. And so here, what are SMART goals? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's absolutely what I want you to be looking for in writing notes about. And so the common types of goals, maybe not completely relevant to you, as you might not be trying to develop an employee, but if you're trying to develop yourself, absolutely important and relevant. And so that's going to be where you want to be able to focus your time and your efforts and your note taking. Do not spend forever on this document. It's a long document. It's 13 pages. So I want you to at least peruse all 13 pages, but don't hurt yourself while trying to do this assignment. At the piece that's something that you're turning in is the SMART goal form. So this is the object that you're actually turning in. I experimented with Cami a little bit more. And so when you click on the SMART goal form, you'll be pulled to a page where you load up the form in a new window. Right here is a reminder that it will auto-save your work, so your work doesn't get lost when you leave and come back to it like a regular Google Doc. But in order to turn it in, you have to make sure you click the submit button. And so that takes you to this right here. And so here is where you're typing in to the document itself. So you can go, hello. I promise I can type. There you go. So you can type in the document itself, and that will be there when you turn it in. Now, the submit button, since I'm not actually submitting it, you can't see it on mine, but it'll be right here in the top right corner. You'll see a submit button, which will be great. And here is where you're typing in your goal that has all of the SMART elements to it. We're all going to be doing a short-term goal that's just about towards the end of the week so that we can have a debrief about it on Thursday and talk about some of your takeaways. This is where you're describing the plan. And so it's not in full detail, but you're giving an outline about how you're going to achieve your goal. Then in more specific steps, you'll be able to talk about it below. And so when you think about that timely piece and you think about that specific piece, those elements are essential because here you can be broad and vague about those specifics, but then down below, you're able to use your agenda and really employ that over the course of the week to know what the steps are and how to get it done. The last thing I'll remind you guys is that after you watch the video, an element that the video describes is that the SMART goal and the goals themselves are evolving things. They're not fixed. So while you might make and set a goal, over the course of the week, you might find that you need to remove steps and add steps in order to make your goal more achievable and possible and relevant. So with that being said, good luck on your SMART goal. Good luck on your tutorial and your note check and your agenda check at the end of the week. Make sure you reach out to me with any questions or concerns, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Have a great week, guys.